Good morning. Say hi to Charlie. He's such a cutie patootie. So, Charlie and his sister is here today, right? They're going to be getting a what we call the natural, which is to completely wash and blow out the entire outer shell of the cat, but the whole undercarriage is going to be shaved out, like a belly shave, right? And that just makes for easier maintenance on a full coated cat like Charlie and his sister, right? He's like, do I have a knot? Little one. Mm-hmm. But other than that, you're perfect, buddy. He's like, I tried. Mm-hmm. I bet you do. All right. Found another one, buddy. He's like, sacrilege. Mm. It's probably not your fault. Mm-mm. There, got it. Voltage. Mm-hmm. That's done. Wait. Let's go on and start the face trim a little bit. And let's close in a little bit so we get a better view. I'm just gonna roll everything forward. It's two skulls. You know what they say, two skulls, right? You know what they say. Two skulls are better than one. Who are you? Oh, yeah. This is Charlie. You cutie patootie. He's a cutie patootie. He's a cutie patootie. Born and bred for... He's almost like a Stepford cat. You know what that means, right? The breeding. He's damn near perfect, right? A Stepford cat means they might be a little bit too perfect, right? Yeah. But I'm not complaining. Nope. I'll take it. I'll take it. Waka, 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 waka. Alright, that's done. Getting all clumpy on the side there. And now we're going to do the tips of the ears. That comes off. This is what you do for a Persian face trim, right? There. Alright, done. Now, let's try the nails. Let's try the nails. He's like, let's not. There. Good boy. Good boy. Good buddy. He's like, make it snappy, lady. Well, I'm going as fast as I can there, buddy. You got things to do? He's like, yeah. Like what? Shopping. Shopping? What are you shopping for? Stuff? Nothing in particular, right? Just stuff? Yeah. I got it. The woes of a mainline cat. Wake up in the morning and figure out how to spend their money, right? The woes of a mainline cat. Alright, safety clipper, 1.4 setting. I'll do this in to this sanitary area. Wee-hee. You feel a little breeze back there, Charlie? He's like, yeah. Alright, and then from there, we got the bed on standby. But from there, we're going to go straight into that full belly shave, which includes the inner groin area of the back legs. Mm-hmm. And now we're going to look for the old line so that we're not creating a new one. Hmm? Oh yeah, this is his normal MO. He's a little Stepford-ish. There. So, we're just looking for the original belly line so that we're not creating a new one, right? And we're keeping it the same. There. Alright, that's good. Now let's grab those fuzz bunnies. Just get them out. Otherwise, in the bath, they might start to tangle up in the coat, right? I think we got it. I think we got it. Alright, absolutely beautiful condition. I'm taking this wide tooth comb, getting it through the entire coat. Oh, thank you, Two Skulls. Thank you, Two Skulls. Alright, let's get a little face comb. And we're gonna just go in underneath that armpit. That armpit was not done correctly. There. Now, that takes care of that. Alright, one side done. Wow. And let's flip like a pancake. You say like a pancake? Yeah. Doop. Alright. Fold that all back. Go underneath the armpit. Look for the line. It's hard to see. Got it. Got it. And last but not least, the back leg, inner groin area. Okay, get those fuzz bunnies out. He's like, I'm not a bunny rabbit. No, but you're gonna get bunny rabbit status fur after your bath. He's like, hippity hop. Sign me up. Mommy loves me, Fluffy. Yipper. You are the Fluffmeister. You are the Fluffmeister. His sister's half his size. Alright, let's open up that tail. So you can see we did the prep work before the bath. Take a wide tooth comb, make sure it can get through the entire coat. And that is my litmus test that the cat is ready for its bath, right? It's just going to make things easier for you to not bring your cat in the bath with mats in their coat, right? That would be a problem. All right, Charlie, you did it. He's like, now what? Well, if I was in a dog grooming salon, I would send you home. She's like, what do you mean? Everybody here gets a bath and a blowout and a final finishing. No, but you're just a cat. You don't get all that good stuff. Why not? Because you're a cat. We know cats don't like water, right? Everyone believes that. He's like, I love my bath. I know. So does my cat. Anyway, that's called semantics. Those are the games that groomers play with cat owners, right? Oh, semantics. Yeah. They'll call that a bath. They'll put a bunch of product in the cat's coat, or they'll just... There's some cat groomer in the UK. I think it's the UK. Where all she does is dumps powder. Calls herself a professional cat groomer. But all she does is dump powder into the coat. Give the cat a sanitary clip, cut its nails, run a comb through it, and say voila. Right? Yeah. She lives in her own little magic bubble, that woman, right? And her owners, the cat clients, are happy. You know, it's fine. Bottom line, cats being groomed at low stress levels. Right? Everybody's happy, right? Yeah. Would I bring my cat to her? No. Mm-mm. No. Even though she's really good with cats, she's not washing and grooming the cat correctly. So. But she's really good. I'm actually studying a groomer from the UK, not her, but another one called Kitty Cat Club UK. I know they're on TikTok. They might be here on YouTube, but Kitty Cat Club UK does things a little bit differently when it comes to their cat grooming. And I'm studying their techniques regarding the way that they handle their cat clients, right? Because it's extremely at high spec, right? All right, let's get this warm water going. Come on, Bessie. It is cold outside. All this water has to go through all the cold pipes in the ground first before it gets to me and over to my... Come on, you got this. All right, and let's get the bubbles started. All right. There, got the warm water. Now this cat comes in every, I don't know, 6-7 weeks. So I'm literally skipping all of that body degreasing because I don't have to. I don't have to do that step because he comes in so often, right? So you can just skip that. I am, however, doing the degreaser on the head and mane because that's the part that gets everything. It gets the ear discharge, eye discharge, food, you name it. There's a lot going on around the head and face of a cat, right? So... Waka waka. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Good daddy. Good daddy. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Wow, 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 wow. I just took that one out. Good daddy. You need it. You need it. Alright, so that's about a 5-minute treatment. I don't know if it's been 5 minutes yet. So I'll just start on the tail. I just yeeted myself because I sneezed. Have some control, woman. That doesn't mean you've got that virus, does it? I hope not. Why is everyone trying to scare us? Between the weather and the viruses and everything else. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Waka 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 waka. Wee. We'll do the footsies. We'll do the feetsies. Mm-hmm. Hmm? Yeah, well, you just went out to eat. Remember? Remember? Just because. And then you gotta account for the incubation after that dinner. So go back, do the math. Go back, do the math. Mm-hmm. Wee. Thank you, Daryl. Thank you. Wasn't that like 2 weeks ago? Something like that? Talking to two skulls. Didn't you, was it 2 weeks ago that you went for dinner? Waka 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 waka. Eee. Alright, there we go. Oh, just only, well, there you go. There's the incubation period. It's gonna be like 5 days, right? That you have it. It was your jam waiter breathing over you. Mm-hmm. Possibly. Mm-hmm. Alright, so we got all that going. We're going to do the face and head. He's like, we are? Yeah. Although my legs are purple, it's okay. Don't be stressing. You're supposed to just relax and have a spa day. He's like, but I don't want to be purple. You won't. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, 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 wow. There. There you go again. Don't you want to be beautiful for your mommy? He's like, it's overrated. What's overrated? Being beautiful. What the hell does that mean? Being beautiful is not overrated. Yeah, it is. It's a curse. What do you mean it's a curse? Don't you get everything you want when you want it? All you gotta do is blink your eyes. Give your little, yeah. And then the red carpet just rolls out in front of you. He's like, well, it's not that. Then what is it? Well, everybody thinks I'm gay. What the hell does that mean? Because you're a pretty boy? Yeah, I'm a mama's boy. I still live with my mommy. But you're a cat. You get a free pass on that shit. He's like, yeah, I guess so. Somebody making fun of you? Yeah. Who? The neighborhood cats. You mean the ones that live outside? Don't you listen to those people. They're not your kind. Yeah, I guess so. They're just jealous. Yeah, don't listen to them. Don't listen to them. You're beautiful, privileged, living your best life, right? Yeah. It's never you mind. They're what you call feral. He's like, what's that mean? That means they're wild. They have no home. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. There you have it. All right, ready, steady, rinse. Wee. And rinse. And rinse. And rinse. Mm-hmm. Don't worry, I won't make you purple. Because then they'll really make fun of me. Can't you just keep them from coming around your house? He's like, no, not really. Get a dog. My mom doesn't like dogs. Well, get a duck. Really? Yeah, you can get a duck. I think that's township allowed. Just not a rooster. No roosters. Right? There. Wham, wham, wham. Alright, here we go. Let the lathering begin. Let the lathering begin. There. Hello. This is Charlie. He's getting his bath and blowout. And a slight trim under his belly, armpits, and sanitary area. Right? For easier maintenance. Wow. Wow. First shampoo is going to be a degreasing shampoo. We do a wash, rinse, and repeat with our cat clients. First shampoo is a degreasing. Yeah, well, for 20 years now, gabapentin has been on the market. So if you just ask your vet for it, it'll temporarily turn your cat into a Charlie. This is Charlie at natural temperament. So if you have a cat who is not at natural temperaments appropriate for grooming, because they go too high, their stress levels go too high, you can just temporarily tweak that. Talk to your vet. It's not a sedative, right? And it's been around for 20 years. If you go to the link on my bio, themainlion.live, and scroll down and push the calming cat guide, it'll teach you and tell you all about it. Alright, and rinse. And rinse. And rinse. Ready, steady. Alright, so this is the second. Wash. One. Alright, second shampoo is going to be the Volume by Chris Christensen. That is a base of warm, what I call warm wash. So we put a base of warm wash in there. And now I'm just going to take a little bit of that concentrate and work it into that warm wash. Add the bubbles. Try the Voon Coat. Try the Voon Divine Coat. If you ever watch a hairdresser washing hair at a salon, they wash the hair two different ways. One is down to the scalp with their fingertips, and the other is working the hair against itself, right? Two different ways that hairdressers will wash hair, right? So when I'm washing a cat, I'm incorporating both of those techniques at the same time, right? There are other groomers who wouldn't even dream of using their hands to lather their cat's coat. They put them in a tub and do what I call the flushing technique, where they just flush shampoo over the coat. And they do that so as not to damage the coat in any way or cause it to tingle, right? Wee-hee. Wee-hee. When you wash a cat correctly, the comment was it doesn't get the dander. Yes, it does. And the reason why it does is because if you see the dander, you're going to be working with a pre-treatment called Groomer's Goop or Pink Paw Pal, which is an actual degreaser. And you use that first, right? The whole point of being a cat groomer is to take what's in that cat's coat and get it out, right? That's what a trained cat groomer will do. So your statement wasn't a question, it was a statement. Maya, I'm sure that doesn't get the dander, is false. It's false information. Because you didn't ask, will it get the dander out? You made a statement as though it were fact that it will not get the dander out, right? So anyone who's going to come in here and start making false statements will be kicked the hell out. There is nothing stopping you from asking questions, but to come in here as though you know what the hell you're talking about and make statements, no, that's not gonna fly. That's not gonna fly. Just saying. You need it. You did it. Alright, and rinse. Waka waka. Waka waka. And let's get that all out. This one is right here. Okay, got it. One rinse, thorough rinse, right? Get that all out. Like walking into people's homes. This is my house, right? You are a guest in my home. Someone just walked in here and told me to shut the fuck up. Someone just came into my home and said, shut the fuck up and wash your damn cat, bitch. I don't think so. That's not how it works here, right? You just walked into my house and told me to shut the fuck up. What's wrong with that picture? What's wrong with that? And rinse. He's like, are we there yet? Pretty much. Pretty much. You look and smell marvelous. You look and smell marvelous. Now, the belly's shaved out, right? Oh, sorry. You don't like that? He's like, no, not really. You scared me. Really? What were you scared of? You were grabbing my arms. Oh, sorry. Sorry. I mean it. Waka, waka, waka. I forget. Charlie's a millennial man. Whoopsies. I forgot. You did it. Waka waka. You ready to leave? He's like, yeah, yesterday. I can't take it out until the shampoo's out. It's like, well, make it snappy, lady. Jeez Louise. Jeez Louise, little one. Mm-hmm. There. There. All right. Wrap them up. Nope, you're going to leave like a gentleman. You're going to leave like a gentleman. Wait. Not sure. Not sure. Get rid of that. Try this one. Much better. Sorry. I'm going to get him back over here. Sorry. Something wrong with that tail. There. Gotcha. I got you. I got you. Much better. Waka waka. Boop. Right this way. Right this way. Right this way. Oh, hi, Susie. What you doing? My cat doesn't seem to understand what the problem is. Oh. He's like, that's his way of saying he wants to be groomed next, right? That's how he says he wants to be groomed. Or he'll go over to the corner where every cat sits to get their fell-away downtime. And he'll sit over there thinking I'll grab him next to be groomed. I don't know. I thought I just groomed you, buddy. I guess he wants another one. It actually makes him feel good. My cat loves his bath. He actually will start purring. So, it's very, and he's 18. And it's very rejuvenating for him and makes him feel good afterwards. He's just so much happier afterwards, right? But I think I groomed him like just only 2 weeks ago. So what does he want, another bath? I don't know. All right, let's get him out of this wet towel. Oh, sorry. He's a millennial man. We have to be very gentle. He's like, what did you say? Nothing. Is that even a meow? What is that? It's like a chipmunk. Where'd you learn that? It's the call of my people. The Went tribe. Oh. The Went tribe. He's like, yeah. He's like, yeah. We go way back. Alright, there you go. Start drying his face out. Wow. Wait. Turn that up. let's turn on the dryer box. Get it nice and warm. Okay. All right, we'll get that going. And then we're going to do a set it and forget it. You said you're going to do what? We're going to do a set it and forget it. You say, what's that mean? Oh, don't you worry. I got you. I got your back. Yes, he was born and bred for this temperament, right? He's actually a little bit sweeter than his sister. Let's turn that on. Yeah, that's just a waste of time. Me trying to run a comb through his entire coat. Yeah, that would be a complete waste of time, because I could do the same exact thing just using a dryer with this attachment, right? Which will actually start to dry him and separate out the coat a lot faster, right? So that's how we'll do that. Forget that. Forget this. Set it and forget it is great for a short haircut. Yeah, he definitely knows where he's going next. Most cats want to get in the box, because what happens when they get in the box? Everything stops. Nobody's touching them. Nobody's telling them what to do, right? Alright, so instead of the set it and forget it where we run a comb through his entire coat, we're just going to turn on the Salon dryer and use the dryer to do that. You have to do that about a minute to warm up the Shalandi. He's like, are you ready? Are you ready for it? Are you ready for it? He's like, hit me with your best shot, lady. There you go. There you go. You want the bed? Alright, you got the bed. You got the bed. Come on. Oh, you're doing it now, aren't you? You're doing it now, aren't you? Alright. Like that. Oh, this takes a long time, doesn't it? Wow, that takes a long time when you take a cat from a towel wrap to a blowout. Yeah, that takes a long time to do, right? So there's so many different ways to dry a cat. In his case, we use the dryer to lift and separate out that coat. Oh, wheel. And then we're gonna put him in the low and slow drying box, right? So that's like the complete opposite of how I normally do a cat, right? Normally I'll put him in there after the towel wrap, give him at least 15 minutes of low and slow drying. And that starts to lift that coat and get it away from the skin. It starts to dry it almost from the inside out. It's kind of weird. And at that point, I'll take the cat out and fluff dry him afterwards, right? Here we're doing the complete opposite. We're going to do the fluff out first, just to show you that the dryer is, it's the Foofmeister. The dryer is not just for drying the cat, it's also a grooming tool. So what it did was it pretty much brushed and combed the cat's coat out for me, just using air, right? And then this is a final comb to make sure we're not letting any parts of his coat that are tangled dry into his coat. The velocity dryer that we just used on him helped to loosen up any tangles, right? So knowing, thank you. So knowing what sequence to use for each, problem cat that is kind of important. You'll eventually get the cat groomed, but there are techniques that you can use that are going to make it more effective, faster, easier on the cat, Waka. And then we'll just put him in there and let him chillax while he watches his sister being groomed. Waka, 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 waka. Wow. Wow. Let's put this on. time, put the button in the box. It'll probably just go right in. Normally you have to turn it off. There you go. Easy peasy. Easy peasy, right? Oh, and the dryer is called the Shalandi. That's what it looks like. It comes in pink or blue. It's about $80 on Amazon. You'll find other models that look just like it for hundreds more of dollars. Same prototype. So you want to get the Shalandi. Everybody's copying that prototype, right? Putting a different name on it and giving it a different price, right? But apparently the Shalandi, I have seen that prototype get a little bit lower under a different name, but don't ask me what that name was. But you can always go on Amazon and look for the Shalandi. It'll always be there. Blue or pink, $80, right? Alright, so there you have it. One Fluffmeister kitty. One Fluffmeister kitty. His sister is next. Same cat, same breeder. She's just a little bit smaller. Almost his twin, but a little bit smaller, right? Yeah. His safe room, right? His panic room. Only thing is to get some music playing in there, right? I think if you put a little sound on top of the dryer box, it should filter down into it. Maybe. Maybe, baby. Oh, thank you. We finally have a kiss from someone talking in a foreign language. We finally have something nice. Don't know what you're saying, but emojis are kind of universal. So I'm going to make 2 warm washes. One is the degreasing shampoo. That's a combination of Evan Tea and Filthy Beast. The second warm wash is going to be Volume by Top Cat, made by Chris Christensen. So you just make a little warm wash for that. And then I'll just froth that up a little bit. Get that going. Keep that going. And then for the duckies, I'll show you what I use for the duckies. I know it might seem a little extravagant, but I use the Pink Pal Pal hypoallergenic for the ducky. All I need is 4 short pumps to get a whole duck going. Right? This is hypoallergenic, tearless, just an overall really great shampoo. It's just really, really expensive. So you're not going to find any cat groomers using it. It's too expensive. Right? That 1 gallon is almost $200, right? But it's king of the mountain for frothing shampoo, right? So the way it works in my salon is king of the mountain. Anything that works better than anything else becomes king of the mountain until we find something better. What would be better than that? Oh, I don't know. Just as high quality but at a lower price. Yeah. that would make it King of the Mountain. But currently, this is King of the Mountain, right? Best shampoo for the duck, right? Wow, wow, wow. And you may not notice the difference, but a professional cat groomer who relies on what they feel with their fingers, they'll notice the difference, right? Do you have another one? Nope. We're all set. Okay, let's go back to Charlie. Oh, that's the cat corner. That's where all the cats stay. They get Feline sprayed on one of. See the Feline there? They get the Feline sprayed onto the blanket, and they get at least 15 minutes of that before we even get started. Right? Makes all the difference in the world when it comes to getting a cat started on their grooming. Why? Because I'm communicating that this is a safe place. That's what the Feline is communicating. I'll even do it for a cat who's coming in for a quick nail trim. I want the first communication to that cat, and these are because we just opened it up to the public. So that cat's never been here before. So I want the first thing communicated to the cat is that this is a safe place, right? And that alone has made all the difference in the world for my salon, right? And my cat clients. All right, babysitting time. There, Charlie, you can babysit Charlie. Give me 1 minute, I'll be right back. Alright, the sister is in the house. I told you she was his twin, right? A little twinsy. She's just smaller. There. Same breeder. Same litter. Right? They are forever bonded. So important. Can you imagine this little one going through life without her older brother? No. I can't. Hi. That's why breeders try to talk owners into getting two cats. In many cases, they're not even charging full price for the second cat. And I've heard of some that just will give the second cat away, just so that those two cats can stay together, right? All right, let's see. We got nails. Yipper. So everything's the same. Long hair shampoo package with a belly shave. We call that here in our salon the natural. Right? And what else? Oh. I think they get pretty panties too. Yeah. Pretty sure they do. She's like, that tickles. Oh, don't be silly. It does. Alright. Other side. Last one. Last one. Give her a bit of a roll to get that angle better. There. Safety clipper. That's called the one is all. Starting with, I call that a safety clipper for a reason. It's one of the safest clippers you can possibly use on a cat. Released to the public. Most groomers don't know about it. There. Alright, ready, steady. I'll get the bed if I have to. Just gonna get a full belly shave as well. Yeah, the bed really helps to secure the cat in place. So let's do that. They're gonna be more inclined to relax into that position, right? Alright, let's try it with the bed. Get a full extension. Look for that old belly line. There. You notice I'm going over the ridge, that ridge on the bone there. I'm actually going over it. Anyone want to answer why? What would be the reason for that? And the ridge on the arm, we're going to go over it. Like a mountain ridge, right? We're going to go over it to the other side. Anyone want to take a guess why? She's all curled up, so it's really hard for me to get that line. Let me find it. There. Caught it. The wave pattern. What a technical answer. No, but that sounds fancy. The over the ridge is just taking out more of that area that might get matted, and then the natural fall of the coat will cover it up, right? Those are just the problem areas where cats will normally mat, right? All right, other side. Well, excuse me. She's a little different from her brother. She's a little bit more, oh, I don't know what's the word. Less Stepford, right? He's totally Stepford cat. Not just born and bred for perfect temperament, but born and bred for like he's a robot, right? Stepford. She's less Stepford because she's actually voicing her opinion and talking and expressing how she feels about things. You know, if you ever watched the movie, The Stepford Wives, you'll understand. You'll understand what I'm talking about. And if you haven't watched that movie, you really need to. I think the original's probably better, but a Shih Tzu? Oh. I guess I could see why you would think that. No, these are just two Persian brother and sisters getting the long hair shampoo package, but with the belly shave. So we call that the natural here in our salon. So. Shih Tzus are very they look a lot like this. Little doggies. The little doggies. You did it. You did it. Alright, anything else we need to do before we get her in the tub? Well, we didn't do the litmus test, which was to try to run this coat through the entire coat. Run this comb through this entire coat. Yeah. Looking for landmines. That's what I call mats. Cat comes in, both of them, every 6 to 7 weeks, so they're always going to be in fairly good condition, right? Doesn't mean there's not going to be a mat, but this is a search party right now, looking to see if there are any. There's another way you can find where those mats are if you have a don't touch me cat. Just get the dryer out. Use a little attachment below the fur. It'll separate out and show you where any of the mats are, right? You can do it that way. These fuzz bunnies have to come out. Otherwise, when you wash the cat, they'll just embed into the coat and cause a knot, right? Wow, there you have it. Let's do it. Right this way. She's like, what are we doing? You can get your hair washed. Like a mainline woman. Blowout bar. She's like, where's my catnip tea? I was thinking about getting that. At a blowout bar for women, they'll hand you a glass of wine around here. And then you get your hair shampooed and blown out. Right? I've seen bottles of cat wine before. I wonder what's in it. It's like the good stuff. What? You know, no I don't. Actually, I don't actually. What's the good stuff? Like silver vine and catnip and all kinds of things. Oh, okay. Alright, get that water going. Warm wash. Get the bubbles going. You let that part process. Yeah. They think you're a cutie patootie. She's like, really? Yeah. They think you're a cutie patootie. So we're going to do the degreasing and the whitening, optical brightening at the same time. Right? We're going to do both. Other side. Oh, Solano. She's like, that sounds nice. Mm-hmm. Have you been to Italy? Mm-hmm. No. No, that's just a childhood memory. It was actually the song they were playing to sell ice cream. Delicious ice cream from Italy. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La da 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 da. La da da la da da. La da 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 da. La da da. La 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 la. La la. If you go to the link in my page, themainline.live, just click that. Go down to where it says Calming Cat Guide. It'll teach you and share with you our 8-year case study of 500 cat clients and 40 veterinarians and what it showed us regarding how gabapentin worked, right? And you just ask your vet for it. There's a little bit more to it than what people think. So in that link, we share the details of what our 8-year case study showed, right? To give you a better understanding on how it works, right? Capiche? Capiche. You gotta be within your pet's yearly vet visit in order to even ask for it, right? If you're outside of that 1-year mark, you're gonna have to make a wellness check up for your pet. And then while you're in there, you can ask for it, right? By law, after a year, your vet can't, give you anything. That's just the law. She's like, are we there yet? We're just getting started, actually. The good thing about using that pink Paw Pal groomers or pink Paw Pal degreaser is you usually only have to wash the head once. Yeah. You did it. Alright, let's put a happy hoodie on. Do we have any left? How about this one? It's probably a little bit big, but we'll fold it over. Boop. Here you go. Here we go. First lather of our wash, rinse, and repeat, right? First lather. The warm wash. So the technique that I use is a warm wash followed by some of that concentrate. Work it into that warm wash, right? And then I'll do the same exact technique for the second wash. I'll dump the warm wash into the whole coat. Oh, well, cats who are born and bred for perfect temperament, this is what you're going to get. And if your cat isn't at perfect temperament, you can just go ask your vet for gabapentin and you can temporarily make your cat like this, right? The pet grooming industry is currently living in medieval times when it comes to how far things have moved along when it comes to cat grooming. And I actually have it on tape. I went head to head with a dog groomer yesterday, and she said all of the quiet parts out loud regarding why diva dog groomers don't bother to get any training for cat grooming. And the reason why I went head to head with her is because she went live and created a shitstorm with her trying to groom a cat. And the whole thing became quite abusive for the cat. Police got involved. It was a big thing, right? It was a big deal. I confronted her live and said, where's your training? What she was trying to do was hide behind all of her dog grooming certifications. And it's a mile long, right? And my question was, where is your cat grooming training? She could never answer the question because she doesn't have any. And that was fairly obvious with the live. And a couple of people lost their mind watching what she was doing to the cat, right? Yeah, that's why the police got involved. Some people think an eye for an eye, and if they see a cat being abused, then that person is going to be abused, right? The punishment is an eye for an eye, a pound of flesh, right? So, yeah. What's a police officer's #1 job? To keep the peace. Thank you. Why, thank you, Two Skulls. Why, thank you. But anyway, I was able to capture live how these dog groomers think, right? And how they create the shitstorm out there regarding cat grooming, right? All of them. All of them. The ones who are advertising cat grooming, 90% of dog groomers who advertise cat grooming, all of them, they have no training for cat grooming. They just hide behind all of their dog grooming certs, right? You think dog grooming and cat grooming are the same thing? It's the equivalent of the Russian language versus French. It's like saying, oh, I'll be fine when I move to Russia because I know French. Two different forms of communication, two different ways of life. What they do in France, they don't do in Russia, vice versa. But yeah, it was a unique moment because I was finally able to get it on tape. I posted part of it on my TikTok page, my new TikTok page, right? So if you go to that link, themainline.live, I think there's a TikTok link, and if you hop on, you'll be able to see one of the things, because I have several. We had several conversations yesterday when she was going live defending her actions, right? The problem with the pet grooming industry is there's no sheriff. There's no one you can call to report what's happening in the pet grooming industry. There's no sheriff. So you're forced to have to go outside of that and call the SPCA or call the police or get the media involved, right? But there is no sheriff in the pet industry. If there was, things would be a little different when it comes to the cat grooming, right? These groomers are going to start thinking twice about what they do and decide what they're going to do with these cat clients of theirs, right? Especially in the state of Pennsylvania. Do you know what law they just passed in the state of Pennsylvania regarding your pets? Does anyone know the answer to that? It's new. We're the first in the country to do it. Nobody has. Gotcha. All right, so no one seems to know the answer to that question. So in the state of Pennsylvania, what the lawmakers did was they took pets, your personal pets, out of the category of personal property, meaning your cat is no better than your garden shed in the backyard or your roof on your house. That is how they classified your pets. They have moved your pets out of that category into what? Family members. Opens up a whole new way and perspective of looking at lawsuits regarding groomers, right? Because now you can sue for pain and suffering. You could never do that before with an animal, right? That's probably not the only thing that it opens it up for. Right? You know what stops a groomer in their tracks and causes them to change? When they get exposed via media, or when they get hit financially, which is where you guys come in, because you would then turn around and sue that groomer for what they did to your cat, right? Yeah. The overall general lack of the ability to provide any kind of high quality grooming for a cat, yet they do it all the time for their dog grooming clients, is astounding. When you think about it, just think about this. Every cat across the country, if the owners knew about gabapentin and pre-treated their cat with gabapentin, then every cat across the country could be groomed at low stress levels at any grooming facility, including dog groomers, right? Because basically, let's break it down. This is a bath only service. A dog groomer needs to learn how many breed profiles? How many? It's pretty intense, people, what a dog groomer has to learn and know about the breed standard in dog grooming and all the different ones, right? But let's break it down for you. If you are a dog groomer, this service is a bath only. It's one of those bath only services. You know, the easy shit, right? So now let's make it easy. It's a bath only service. The owner knows about gabapentin, has pre-treated her cat with gabapentin, and now you have a cat who isn't normally at low stress levels, now able to be groomed at low stress levels. So this knowledge has been suppressed. It's not being taught by anyone in the pet industry. It is currently being taught by Fear Free, which is a nonprofit organization, veterinarian based, and they have since expanded out to anyone in the pet profession, right? So, all right, you're done. You did it. It's like what I do. Yeah. Relax, booty. You did it. Hold on. Wrap her up. Wrap her up. Now, 75% of my clients who come. Now, 75% of my clients who come to this salon, 3 out of every 4, they're able to be groomed at natural temperament just using techniques, right? Because we actually know more than, you know, the one that every dog groomer uses, which is to most every dog groomer. You just scrub the cat. Yeah, not exactly effective for a lot of cats, and in many cases causes them to get pissed off and worse, right? A technique means you're making it better for the cat. If you're not making it better for the cat, it's not a technique anymore, is it? It's part of the problem. Let's go. And in Charlie and his sister's case, they're both born and bred for perfect temperament. There's really no special handling happening here with these two cats. He's a Stepford cat. She's semi-Stepford. Every once in a while she'll voice her opinion about how she feels about things. Something that's a no-no if you're a Stepford wife, right? It's just not even in your nature. She's like, I ain't no Stepford wife. Okay. Let's flush your eyes. Flush your other eyes. Let's see if we can fix that. Where is it? Where are ya? Ah, here we go. Okay. That towel, after about a minute, becomes completely useless. So let's get her out of that. 2 towel rub. Maximizes the extraction of water, so less drying time, right? Waka waka. She's like, I'm ready. Blip, blip, blip. Are you blipping? Are you blipping? Blip. Waka waka. Here we go. Let's turn that up. Alright, let's get you in the box. Put the bunny in the box. Okay. We're about, I guess 90% done. About 90%. Plenty of room. Okay. We're going to take him out first. Give him a comb out and do one last service request. He gets handsome haunches, she gets pretty panties. Almost like a poop trail. It's an add-on request by the owner. Right? If they were my cats, I would be asking for the perfect paws, because that's, to me, it's just so cute, right? Which is just a full pedicure on all the toe beans, right? Okay, we're just about there. Two beautiful kitties, brother and sister, being groomed to high spec at low stress levels, right? In their case, they're born and bred for perfect temperament, so I don't really have to incorporate any of my special techniques or handling skills, because a lot of it is by default. I'm already doing it, right? So yeah, so that's our bottom line, to be able to groom every one of our cat clients to high spec at low stress levels, right? If for any reason you see a cat being groomed and they're at high stress levels, chances are they've never been here before, and we're doing the cat for the first time, and we're looking for what techniques are going to work, and we're assessing the cat, and by the end of that grooming, we're either going to discover what techniques work for that cat, or we're going to let that owner know that for any future groomings, that cat owner is responsible for pre-treating their cat so that their cat can be groomed at low stress levels, because there's nothing that we can find on our end, despite knowing hundreds of techniques, despite being a student of cat grooming for over 15 years, right? Which is different from coming to a full stop once you get certified as a groomer. Chances are you come to a full stop to the point where you have actually closed house. You no longer are taking on new clients. Nothing new is happening. They are the same cat clients over and over again, right? What happens? The learning stops. So I've been in student mode learning for 15 years, right? So I know a lot. I don't know everything. I'm still learning. Currently, I'm studying under, they don't know it yet, but I'm studying very intensely the Kitty Cat Club in UK, right? If you don't know who they are, I do know they have an account on TikTok. They might have other accounts on Insta, or maybe possibly here on YouTube. But the Kitty Cat Club UK. I'm not studying them for their high spec grooming. I am studying them for the way that they approach the cat emotionally, and how they handle the cat, and how they process and allow that cat to process it and carry that cat grooming, forward. I'm looking at it and studying it. Right? Anywho, we'll be right back. We're going to finish with some grooming spray by Pink Pow Pow. We're going to finish with my favorite grooming tool, the piano. See how close the teeth are? If they were show cats being, well, one, they wouldn't be coming here for grooming. Their owners would be grooming them. Their finishing comb would be more like this instead of this, which does what? Allows more coat to stay in and allows the cat's coat to be fluffier, right? In pet grooming, the owners are trying to diminish the shedding, diminish the fluff, in most cases. So there is a slight difference. All of the standards that I do are for pet owners. There are no show cat people coming to this salon because show cat people groom their own cats. Plenty of room, right? That's the cat link, cat dryer. In case you didn't know, probably I think it's the same people who make the litter robot. One of those automatic litter. All right, Charlie, you're first. The Fluffmeister. He's like, I'm fine. I don't wanna. I know. They don't want to come out of that box. Anyone want to take a guess why? Really obvious why, but c'est la vie. Figured I'd ask. Stimulate the mind, get it working, right? Their cat carriers are ready with new liners and Feline sprayed onto the keypad, right? Oh, so amigo. You got this. He's like, what? Your face? Charlie. 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 I thought you were a Stepford cat. He's like, that's what you think, lady. Little rosy cheeks. We'll do some little rosy cheeks. See the top of that scissors, people? I'm keeping that under the whiskers, if you're wondering how this is happening. Taking a little bit of that staining out. There. They were too stunned to speak. Why isn't anyone talking today? Is this like a Tuesday kind of thing? Hmm? Is this a Tuesday thing? Okay. Alright, let's put that on. So we're about to do is hands and haunches. Right? Okay. I got you. I got you. Puff this all out. This is the Laid Pooch Double Barrel. The gold is the softest. So I usually start my hands and haunches this way. And get this part done first. There it is. Alright, ready? This is an add-on request. There. Alright, once that's done, we're gonna lift. Sometimes I'll use this instead of a comb. I'm working with cat fur. Waka waka. Okay, one side's done. You did it. You did it. I have not sent these out yet to get sharpened. I don't sharpen my own scissors, no. But I'm very wary of anyone sharpening my thinning shears or chunkers, right? I'm probably just going to send it back to where I got these, which is Groomer's Mall, Groomer's Mart. They do offer the sharpening service. They actually made these scissors, so they're going to be more mindful on how to sharpen them correctly, right? Alright, there you have it. The Fluffmeister in all his glory, right? He's like, what's glory? Never you mind. It means you're magnificent. You're magnificent. The Fluffmeister. Say bye-bye to Charlie. Alrighty. Bye-bye. Alright, we're going to do the same exact thing that we just did with Charlie with his sister. But we do have to go because the other client is here. We're going to check in. Anyway, thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you next time. Everything we just did on Charlie, we're going to do the same exact thing to his sister. And then we're going to post this for anyone who missed the beginning. And you'll be able to see from start to finish how we did these two cuts. Alright, see you later.